There are more than 15,000 cases. 548 people have died from the virus, and more than 3,000 people are currently in the hospital fighting the disease. And the state's projected coronavirus peak is still a few weeks away. The latest information points to May 1st as the time when Georgians will see the worst spike in critically ill patients. CBS 46's Brittany Edney live in Midtown with what this means for our community. Brittany.
Rick, flattening the curve. That's a phrase we keep hearing over and over again, right? Well, it is all about keeping the number of coronavirus cases at a manageable rate for hospitals. So we asked doctors, what is that new peak date that also keeps changing? How does that impact that mission?
The latest models for the projected coronavirus peak in Georgia is May 1st. It's a date that keeps moving. But doctors say that's a good signal.
People are doing the right thing and helping out, staying at home, washing their hands, wearing their mask out in public. This pushes that peak demand out further and further, so our health systems are able to care for people who do need it.
Dr. Danny Brandstetter, Medical Director of Infection Prevention with Wellstar, explains that if we reopen things too soon, we could face a second wave of infections.
We must look to other countries who are ahead of us. And what we've learned is when they released those restrictions, Hong Kong, Singapore, who did a really great job of flattening that curve to begin with, when they released those, they did see a second bump.
So preparation is key.
We need to be able and well prepared to identify cases, to isolate those cases, and then to do contact tracing for those who were exposed to those cases. We're not quite there yet as a country or even as a state.
So the question is, when will we get there? Well, Dr. Brandstetter weighs in on that as well. He says, first off, we need more testing, more consistent testing as well. He also says another key factor is when are we going to get those antibody tests? Coming up at 6, we're going to hear from the governor's office who weighs in on when are we going to be reopening Georgia. Reporting live in Atlanta, I'm Brittany Edney, CBS 46 News.
All right, Brittany, we'll see.